Camouflage. So on commentary, we will have Flora and Raid Spinel, and on tracking, we will have Coron Esme and myself. So thanks everyone, and have a good game.
Hello, it is us again.
Yep. Once again, we are commentating Skyward Sword Randomizer.
Yeah, because the people are not sick of us yet. we certainly didn't commentate probably half of the matches or so.
Well, this is a grand final for sure, and a bit of a run back to these teams were one of the last teams to play in the group stage, and they were both undefeated until they played each other, and Ragtag YAG beat them in the group stage, making Ragtag YAG the undefeated team, and Masters of Camouflage the almost undefeated team. But this is a best of 3, which is a little bit more. They have a little bit more room to work with, and off we go.
Let's see. Game 1 of a best of 3 series. Let's see who takes the lead in here today.
And of course, Jaznix's stream isn't moving for me. It's always Jaznix.
Classics. Classics. Yes, that's a classics Jaznix.
Alrighty, so we're gonna be getting
Alright, what do we got
from here? Fledge.
So we see some interesting predictions in chat. Please no Sandchip.
Oh, but Sandchip is so fun until you have
Skyview Sandchip Fire Sanctuary.
No.
Esme was bright up until 1.
This is an Alka seed, right? Alka, how do you continually roll with Fire Sanctuary? How do you do it?
Because Alka.
Alright, so I forgot.
That's an early case key.
Lineru Caves Key giving them access to Sandsea if they get claw shots, because it does look like Lineru Pillar is our starting pillar, so that's one item away from everyone's favorite region. Forgot about co-op for a little while. The runners taking different routes surprised me, but they are splitting up Skyloft to efficiently check everything as fast as possible, sharing information with each other so that they know, hey, there was nothing in the sparring hole. You don't have to go there.
Damn. Hey, and there's nothing in the goddess statue either.
Yep.
So that's something they can skip as well. What's on the cliff here? I forgot to check that earlier. But wow, so far nothing really of value here, except for case key.
Yeah. Jaznix going to the sky, seemingly way before either member of Ragtag YAG is going to. They're both indoors currently.
I think they have it like that Jaznix is doing sky cleanup, whereas Mario is doing everything in Skyloft.
Besides Twisted, I don't think I've seen anyone go to the sky as early as they do.
Oh, claw shots on... Well... Sphere...
Sphere 1 Sandsea.
Sphere 1 Sandsea. Yay! Everyone's rejoicing themselves right now.
Oh wow! It's I can't say that I've ever seen a Sphere 1 Sandsea. Starting.
This is certainly something.
It is worth noting that they will only have access to Pirate's Stronghold, though. Do need more items to get anything in Skipper's Retreats, which is the other location in Sandsea that has items, and you need Bow to get items in Sandship, unless you want to pull a Season 1 Kitcot and go to Sandship without the Bow to get just the combo lock chest. Crystal Ball dead. I'm going to try and remember that so that I don't end up bringing it up later. Why has no one talked to Spirit? Mario's going straight to
Well, why didn't nobody talk to Spirit yet?
We're getting a hit stone here.
Summit Swords and Summit Heart Piece is an upgrade.
So it looks like that Hintstone really wanted to tell them everything about Volcano Summit. There's a Farron trial that it's one of our 4 trials. 2 of our 4 trials. I just understood what E-try meant from one of our trackers.
Oh, a bow.
Oh.
That anyone? I feel like the other team probably already has that because they're both not on Skyloft anymore.
No, they don't. They don't.
And did they? But
they haven't done Waterfall Cave yet.
Why?
Because I think Mario wanted to get the jump on Sansi. Speaking of jumping off right next to the chest. I'm sure he's happy about that. He wanted to get the jump on Sansi, but unfortunately he is missing the bow, which would give him access to a lot of things in Sandship if he did Sansi skip, which this early in a seed... Just kidding, it's Mario Runner and Jaznix. I could totally see them doing it.
Let's be real, you would do the same thing.
Yeah. Emerald Tablet for Mario Runner.
Oh, damn. This is I don't know what to think about the seed so far. It's like really speedy seed so far, I would probably say. I mean, we could still have like, I don't know what, Fire Shield earrings in like a garbage location.
The Summit Sots is very interesting to me now because that has to be something for Fire Sanctuary, right? Because we have Emerald Tablet, we have everything we need to beat Skyview, supposedly. Maybe a Beetle. Maybe we need a Beetle. But...
I mean, logically, we'd need Gust Bellows.
Earth Baron. And Song of the Hero part on
and Magma Mitts, which are all things that could be in Summit.
I guess you could also need Whip for Sandship. You very likely need Whip for Sandship.
Yeah. Or maybe a Beetle for, you know, Skyview.
So maybe we shouldn't try to figure out the seed's logic about 6 minutes in.
That sounds like a good idea.
Claw shots for all 4 runners now.
Oh, a sword for Mario.
Really? Okay. More items.
Speaking of mids, Magma to that. Thanks. Thanks, J-Dude. We totally didn't miss that, no.
I caught it. I did. Jaznix finally getting the bow for Masters of Camouflage. Mario Runner going to be a little bit miffed that he made a very reasonable, risky decision and was gypped by a very unlikely item placement.
Dude, if we get like a super early C chart now, this could be like, you know, I don't know what, but a really early Sandship play.
Yeah, scale for your average Link. What is going on?
But this is...
Is this a Plando? Did somebody just, like, make the fastest seed possible, knowing that Jaznix doesn't have that much time?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
We could... Fire Shield Earrings could be somewhere awful. Whip could be somewhere awful. Required Hook Beetle could be somewhere awful. Who knows? This seed could go so many different ways still, but the fact that we have... I think we have more than half of our required items at this point is a little bit shocking.
I mean, at this point, I'll probably not be surprised if I miss another item that a team got, because, you know, there's like everything so far.
Has anyone checked Beetle yet? Something we've had access to for a while.
No, don't think so.
Interesting. Though I suppose none of the runners have the money to buy anything.
Jim going through caves. Mines.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna correct you on that one. You got that.
Mines is also a cave.
True.
Technically.
Gymnast missing out on a sword in caves because of that. Jaznix.
kind
Going to
of
check Beetle.
interested why he's going through the out of logic mines, which is the objectively worst play for like
Well-
everyone, because it's slower.
I mean, this just kind of seems like something Gymnast would do. But no good has ever come of questioning it. Jaznix went to Beetle and I didn't look.
Oh,
So, clearly the
Jaznix
50 rupee
apparently
item wasn't
decided
worth
that Beetle
buying.
was useless.
The 50 rupee item wasn't worth buying, because he the only one he could afford. Gymnast is going to be leaving mines, probably looking to finish with Sansy. That's what's going on. He's doing caves last so that he could route Sansy in properly.
Huh. Okay.
Makes a little bit of sense, but you know, we know that he's missing out on some good information earlier on. Jaznix's going to be getting his scale here. He is orphaning the mines checks, though, KitKat, because...
He is opening the check behind the statue.
Yeah, he's orphaning a check.
Like, do you rather orphan one check or 3 checks?
Your average
Like,
link is going to be
is
grabbing
3
his
checks?
emerald
Is
tablet.
3 checks even? Can you even talk when you actively decide not to do 3 checks? Can you even talk about orphaning them?
Especially when they're out of logic, but...
Yeah.
The route the Jim is doing, I can see why he's doing it, and we'll have to wait and see if it ends up paying off.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
He got a couple extra
Anyways.
things, and he will be going faster than Mario will be throughout the entire region. Just doing a more straight line. Your average Link is checking caves, so looks like they're splitting.
Okay.
They're splitting linear pretty efficiently.
Okay, that makes sense. But why is nobody of them going to Farron?
They don't like Farron. They'd rather be in the desert for some reason.
Okay, sure. You guys go rather to Sansi than Farron. Whatever you wanna do.
Jaznix's going to Betro, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure he should only have enough for the first 2. Yeah, he's absolutely only has enough for the first 2 rewards here, but
I mean, it's a fair play, my opinion. Oh, I totally didn't see those mids, by the way, on Golo before.
so Yal finding all of the items, Gymnast finding none of them, unfortunately.
Okay, and Yal is gonna be the first one to go to Sansi. I'm pretty sure he's very excited about this.
Oh, ecstatic. I'm surprised that Jim isn't the one going to Sansy, because
Imagine you have a sub 12 Sansi. Everyone would be very happy about this.
Yes. The only thing Yal can do here is Pirates and the Hint Stone. So I imagine we'll see him grab the Hint Stone on the way to Pirates, but there's an argument to be made for not grabbing it. It's not a great one, because it's right there on the way. But
I mean, I don't.
Oh,
I
and
would
the
say you
cubes.
get it.
I just forgore that cubes were in these settings. No, also, no, Yal cannot get...
No,
the
you can only get
cube
one
and
cube.
skippers. The cube and skippers requires bombs, hook beetle, or out of logic, whip. You can't get the one there. Which is, I imagine, something that both teams have thought of, is that not only can you not get the cube in Pirate Stronghold, meaning you'd have to do Pirate Stronghold twice if that cube ends up being required. Yeah, Yal's
Jaznix
just not-
also
Yal's
goes
just
to
not
Laneru
bothering.
now.
I think
Also
he's
looks
probably
like
grabbing the
Mario
emerald
might be
tablet.
the first one to go to. Nope,
Grabbing goddess chests. Just,
Mario's
you know,
grabbing Goddess chest. I was excited of the possibility that Mario is going to Farron, but
Spiral charge on Mario.
huh?
Looks like Yal is going to Farron here while
Oh,
Pooh
hey.
finishes up Laneru.
Let's go. Alright, looks like main desert was pretty useless so far.
Yeah. Caves is what had all the items. And I guess there was the emerald tablet in mines. Your average link, the first one into Farron.
Let's go. Alright, what's Mario getting on these Spiral Charge rocks?
The Gust
Gust
Bellows.
Bellows?
They can't do Bellows-less LMF anymore. How sad.
Okay. They're also really huge for, like, pirates.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Because that puts 2 out of 3 Sansi cubes in Logic now.
Yes, they did need the Gust Bellows to get the cube in Pirate Stronghold. It's an item that you definitely want before going there when cubes are on, because if you do all of Pirate Stronghold and then don't have the Gust Bellows at the end, and then you have to come back later to get the cube, you're going to have to do all of Pirate Stronghold again. So, also worth noting that they can do Bird's Nest, since they already have Claw Shots.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And if they really wanted to, they could get some checks in the Nehru mining facility. And they shouldn't.
Oh,
bomb bag!
Hello? Is there anything that we haven't found yet?
Bombs too. We found bombs.
Excuse me? What the heck is this seed? We played 15 minutes so far, and what are we missing? We're missing beetles, fire shield earrings, and magma mitts. That's basically it.
Spiral Charge was on a goddess cube from
like,
the Nehru Desert.
Okay, I guess we're also missing a few swords.
Yes.
But...
And there's the magma mitt. Oh, never mind. I thought
no,
that was
those were the first mitts.
Those were the first mitts. I thought I was watching Mario for a second. I was like, what's he gonna get from this goddess chest? And then my eyes just drifted over to Jim's screen while thinking that. This is true. It is not a jet seat until you're in go mode.
That is fair.
So, Mario having a little bit of an advantage in having cleared the sky. I think Jim probably not going to be very happy if he ends up doing Sansi here and then immediately going to the sky to find Bellows.
I mean, who knows what Jim might find in Sansi?
That's true. Maybe he'll find a hint that the cube in Pirate Stronghold is unrequired. Who knows?
Oh, maybe he'll be finding Ruby Tablet.
True. Mario Runner with the Gust Bellows here is going to be doing the Bird's Nest. I'm pretty sure that both teams have checked this hint stone already, so... What is he gonna find? Silver Rupee.
Silver Rupee.
Honestly, pretty useful for Beetle.
Yeah? Maybe
Jaznix
we'll see him go to Beetle now?
Jaznix went into Beetle Shop earlier, couldn't afford anything and left, and us dutiful commentators were not watching when he went in.
Yeah.
So we don't
Okay,
know
looks like Mario's not going to Beetle, so
Well, I mean, he's just gonna do Malara first. Clearing Sky Loft, seeing if Jaznix needs to do any of these things while he's here. But he still does only have 127 rupees. Beetle Shop can require up to 350 in these settings. So, well,
650.
now. Yes, that's what I meant to say, and I said 350 for some reason. Gymnast does look like he's going to be going through Sansi. But we'll see what the Masters of Camouflage are missing out on here, but given how many items are left,
Let's
I don't
take
know.
a look at y'all's
I don't know how
cube
likely
in
it
here.
is.
Alright, that was a swaggy cube, y'all.
Very swaggy cube. That is a lot harder than it looks. Farron takes a lot longer to clear. Look through when you have goddess cubes on, because some of these great tree ones are just really out of the way.
Yeah, it's just very annoying. Once you have claw shots, you need to like climb the tree a few times.
Yeah. Mario Runner just getting gratitude crystals from Malara, but those are his first gratitude crystals. There is no There is no bat 20 Esme.
Alright, let's take a look. Jim on the ancient Disneyland roller coaster.
Disneyland. Jasnick's in Farron now. Finally a member of Mario.
Did
Going
Mario
into-
want to go here?
Going into Waterfall Cave backwards?
Oh, I guess he didn't get Bo yet. Okay.
Okay. I don't know why he went in backwards. It's
Don't ask me.
It looks cool.
It's-
It looks cool.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sure he has a reason. I don't know how good the reason is.
Alright, let's take a look. Hint upcoming on Jim's end. Potentially huge. Monument of Time reveals Colin's ladder. And Linnaeus, wow, that other hint is basically useless.
I mean, it's pretty great for chat and us viewers because that was Colin's letter on Temple of Time hintstone, which means the Temple of Time hintstone was hinted, but we don't know what it has because it has it has a fetch quest item.
Yeah, no, I was referring to the other hint, which was basically useless.
Something that they already got, I assume.
Yeah, it was first chest in Fiery Note.
Academy Sots, and the other one was Boss Key Chest on Sandship. Had a red rupee or something.
Oh, that's good to know.
Good to know. Alright, so Jim is
y'all,
going to be doing...
Yeah,
He's
also
going to be
gonna
doing
be the
Pirates.
first one going into Skyloft, Skyview in here.
Yeah, Y'all the first one into Skyloft.
Let's go. 20
Actually,
minutes
who was
in,
the first
y'all
one
the
to
first one to
Skyloft?
go into
I guess that'd just be whoever had the fastest load times.
Skyloft.
The first one into Skyloft.
Yeah. You know, Skyloft, Skyview can be... All the skies can be pretty confusing in this game.
Jasnick's going to be following in Yal's footsteps for a little while here, so we're not going to be seeing anything new from him for a while, but
But
we still
we
don't
have
know what any of
Jim.
these cubes have. But
We have Jim and Yal.
are doing the interesting things right.
Yeah.
Mario Runner was just on Skyloft, wasn't he? What did he go? what did
Decided
he
to go
Lanayru
from
for?
Skyloft to Lanayru and decides to leave again.
Did I miss him doing something in Lanayru, or did he just like change his mind?
No, he changed his mind. Maybe
Okay.
he selected the wrong statue?
Jasnick's accidentally jump attacking there. Very unfortunate.
Ooh, a beetle!
Ooh, a beetle and pirates.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Jim doesn't
another-
know about Gust Bellows yet, does he?
No, Jim does not know about Ghost Billows yet. I was
Ooh.
mentioning it earlier, but
That's unfortunate.
before we knew if Jim was going to Pirates or not, I said that it's going to be pretty unfortunate if Jim does Pirates without Gust Bellows when he has already obtained the Goddess Cube that leads him to Gust Bellows.
Yeah. And y'all probably not checking that either in the near future.
Oh, Mario went into Lanayru and then left to go talk to Dodo. He's doing all the bomb lock stuff in Lanayru.
Alright.
Yal ahead in Farron, and Gymnast doing things in Pirates that the other team hasn't done. But
That's
Mario
a
Runner and
soft
Jasnick's both have items from their Sky Trips that are really useful. Bomb Bag and Bellows. So both teams taking different routes and both teams having items that I'm sure the other team wishes they had.
That's pretty possible, Aka.
I mean, Beetle is Sots and Fire Sanctuary Seeds, non-debatably.
Yeah.
The game always says you need this item, regardless of whether or not we need it with all of our fun glitches and tricks. Gymnast getting one last check
The
here.
last
in
item, what's it gonna
Pirates.
be? Crystals!
All progress items. Everyone got
Nice
progress items.
simultaneous crystals on Jim's and Mario's
Yeah,
end, by the
nice
way.
simultaneous 15 crystals as well. They both had, that was 15 for both of them. Your average Link doing back in time, the first back in time sequence we've seen this race. Fun glitch, messes with the game's memory, lets you do things like what he's doing right now. Warp.
I think he's just gonna do
another part of
the
the
good
map.
old bit warp though.
Yeah, Skyview bit warp. It's gonna send him to a unloaded part of a later part of the dungeon and allow him to skip both small keys. So
Skyview bit warp, aka the old reliable.
yeah. I think this was discovered before, way before reverse bit magic shaved like 4 hours
Oh
off the
yeah,
run or
like
something.
way before.
So bit warp, Skyview bit warp has been a thing for a very long time. And it's just, you don't need either of the small keys. It's a very nice trick. Especially if the small keys are in a spot that you can't reach.
Let's take a
your
look at
current items.
Mario here, who's gonna be getting us. Let's check behind the statue in here.
It's the harp.
Which is the harp!
Jim
Ooh,
is... So Jim
that
is not getting that
sucks
earlier.
for Jim.
Is going to suck a little bit, because that is one check in the middle of mines that Ragtag YAG is going to have to go back for it. It caught saying that the mines play was not orphaning checks. Causes Jim to orphan the harp. Unfortunate. Though Ragtag YAG doesn't even have bombs yet, so we might see them go straight for that once they decide to do Bomb Lene or start with mines. I could definitely see Gymnast doing it for sure.
You know, I'm just not gonna questioning what's happening in front of my window. And I should probably focus on what's happening on my screen.
Golden Rupee for Yao. Very useful for their team to check Beetle later. I know Gymnast has a wallet upgrade. Yao does not, unfortunately. And to answer the question in chat, yes.
Jim's stream just randomly stopped for me.
Just pause and play.
Yeah.
How I fixed Jazzniks earlier. Chest
Alright,
on
there's
Jim
bombs
and Mario.
for Jim.
So Jim getting the spiral charge and bombs, both items that the other
He's gonna
team
get the
has
gas
found.
bellows now as well, and yeah. Then
Pretty
he's
sure
gonna
the
be
Gus Bellows was on a spiral
in
charge
so much
rock.
pain, because then he realizes he has often 2 checks, which he didn't need to often like that.
Yeah. Ooh, the H is inaccessible. It's behind bars.
Ooh, didn't
So
we? No, we don't have slingshot yet.
No, we don't have slingshot.
But we have a beetle. Jim has a beetle.
Yao doesn't have it though. So Yao is not going to be able to beat Skyview on this trip.
Yeah, but he's likely gonna tell Jim to probably go there now. Whereas he's gonna check the Farron cubes. And then probably goes to Sansi.
Jazzniks entering Skyview as your average Link is leaving it. Both players will be unable to finish this dungeon. So Jazznick's going to clear this out a little bit and then come to the same.
Oh, Jim might be going to Beetle here. Or not.
No, he's gonna go buy hash browns. Oh no, he's getting a gun.
Oh, Bizarre Cube.
Ooh, Mario Runner's
that's
ooh, C-chart. That puts.
Oh, that's mean. That's a mean placement.
Yeah, that's a Sand Sea cube. So you have to go to Sand Sea.
Yeah, it's like the harbor cube. Like you have to go to harbor, get the cube, fly out, get C-chart. Oh, that's mean.
So Jim going back to the sky and Skyloft, and a lot of the seed opening up. He's getting bellows, bombs, spiral charge, and C-chart. Your average Link doing more bits? I didn't see. Oh, he's doing early Thunderhead. Just a short little bit sequence to open Thunderhead. So when he goes to the sky, he will be able to get inside without needing Ballad of the Goddess, which is the usual requirement. And now he's gonna go check Lake Floria.
Did y'all already do... No, y'all didn't... No, of course he didn't do Slingshot, because he's gonna move that to post Skyview.
Yes, and I
Probably.
also believe it was hinted dead.
Oh, really? It was? Damn.
Someone in chat, Ballad of the... Ah! That's perfect. It's just Ballad of the Goddess, but it's Link screaming when he falls in bit at the start. I love it. So your average Link, not even going to be bothering with any of the slingshot stuff. There is a chance that they will have to do it, because there is another check locked by completion of slingshot. And if that is a required item, we will be seeing the runners do that later. But since they know that the slingshot check itself doesn't have anything for them, and they know they're going to be completing Skyview, which, for those who don't know, if you beat Skyview, it sets the first Kikwi to saved for reasons that I don't know. I think it's just to make the cutscene work. But when you beat Skyview, it says you've saved Machi, so you don't have to go back and do that.
It's a... I don't know. A weird behavior. Like... Ask the game.
So Jazznick's going to be finding out here pretty soon that he's not going to be able to...
Chastapop Ascendi Retreat is dead, and that was the Sotin for I don't know what region. If anyone in chat... Sky. Oh wow. The sky is blue. The sky is blue.
The sky is blue, the sky is sots. Statements that are always true.
Yeah.
This is an older version than what we've been playing on most recently, I believe, where goddess cubes that are where the chest is in the sky will tell you the sky is sots, which means there's a required item in the sky, which of course there is, because there are, what, like 20 goddess chests up there?
A lot.
So, most of the goddess cubes. All of my streams are buffering. Have I missed anything?
Not really.
Oh, Jim gets the harp. Like I said, that is such a gymnast thing to do. I don't know how I knew that he was going to do that.
He probably didn't like the fact that he orphaned this, and...
But intentionally orphaning a check and then going back for it as soon as he can is exactly what I would expect Jim to do. Just based on what I've seen before. In the winter tournament and in this tournament.
Wait, is my stream just super delayed?
Maybe. No, he hasn't grabbed it yet. He's going back for it.
Okay, yeah. I was asking, like...
Well, see, orphaning a check means that you can't get it, or you decide not to get it. You leave one thing, like, really out of the way. So, all this time that Gymnast spent walking back to get that, he didn't have to do that if he had bombs on his first trip. So he orphaned it, meaning he had to come back for it. And the reason that Sky Sots isn't excluded is because normally we don't play races with the goddess cubes on, and recently we changed it so that it's the region the goddess cube is in, instead of the region that the goddess chest is in, which makes it makes a lot more sense, because you don't see Sky Sots and be like, oh, which of the 30 cubes is it? You see Lineru is Sots, and it can be any of the checks there or cubes. Jazznick's and your average Link both in Floria. Jazznick's making up a little bit of, or I guess Yao left Floria, so you're getting nothing. Making up a little bit of ground seemingly, just on Yao performance-wise, but I don't think that Jazznick's got the last two items in Skyview that Yao did. So, in Gymnast, now following behind Mario, doing the same things that Mario's doing, so Mario and Yal are the ones to have eyes on because they're the ones checking new things.
Oh, Yal misses the dive.
Ooh, fire shield
Fire
earrings.
shield earrings.
So that is fire shield earrings in lightning. Yeah, lightning mode. Second chest. So both teams are going to have that shortly as well. Yal beating the final boss, which is the skydive into Beetle's cage. I don't know why that is so difficult.
A
Empty
bottle. That's also like required actually.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that the bottle is a required item for Fire Sanctuary. Because there is some reverse bit magic that you can do to skip needing the bottle, and you need the bellows instead, which they have. But I know for a fact that none of these runners are confident in that trick, because it is so annoyingly precise. Maybe Jim is, but I know Yal and Jasnix aren't from experience.
Is there anything Jim isn't comfortable in?
I don't know. Doing the skydive into Beetle's island cage?
I don't know. Is he not comfortable with that?
I've seen him fail it multiple times.
Okay. Well, it is not really easy.
Yeah, that's why I said it's the final boss. It's the final boss. You're averagely not finding anything but the bottle so far from these sky cubes, so I think he has a few more to check. Or from these fairing cubes. Gymnast
Yeah, that looks like Triple Island, I believe. Also this one. That's another silver ruby. Ooh, he can also do, right, he can do Oriel now.
Yes.
And Jim getting overrun by that Empilus.
So, thinking about how many items we've found so far, collectively between both teams, to have a 100% guaranteed we can beat the game, we don't need any more items, just go now. We would need one more beetle, 2 more swords, and one more pair of mitts.
May or may not
And
need
ruby
magma
tablet.
mitts.
Ruby tablet. So 4 items at worst. And there's a chance that the only
We may
one
or may
need...
not need magma mitts because
Oh, I forgot about the swords after saying
because there could be, you know, the Fire Sanctuary boss.
Yeah, I
could be in...
said mitts.
Oh, you did say mitts?
I said mitts. Did I say mitts?
I...
It's potentially 1 beetle, potentially a pair of mitts, 2 swords out of 3, and the ruby tablet. The ruby tablet's the interesting one. Because a lot of times what happens in seeds like this is one team finds the ruby tablet a lot earlier than the other, and what that could lead to is you could look through all of Elden looking for an item that you need, whereas the other team finds the ruby tablet as the last item they need and know that they don't have to check anything in Elden and just run to the end. So
something else you missed is whip.
Oh, right, because of Sandship.
Yeah.
So potentially need that as well.
There was the Sand Sea Salts, by the way.
Oh no. Oh no. Mario's doing Sand Sea skip.
Ooh.
This would be something to be excited and hype about if we didn't already know where Sea Chart is.
Let me think.
And it's on a Goddess Cube.
Is this?
It's on a Goddess Cube that Mario just got, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if this is... No. No, this is slower, most likely.
No, this is definitely slower. This trick takes forever. So
I mean, you have to
fancy
go
skip.
in and fly out basically again, but still. Oh, there's
I mean,
another bottle for y'all.
I would just put this off, man, because Sansi skip takes a very long time, and we know that Mario's not going to get anything from this, time-wise, because Gymnast can go to Sand Ship, and I assume he probably will when he's done clearing Nehru. But the difference is Gymnast is going to have the sea chart, and to skip the sea chart and get on the Sand Ship, Mario Runner is going to be doing... Oh! We were both dumb. He's doing P-Hat RBM.
P-Hot RVN, alright, well, that's
a lot better.
that's an interesting...
That's a lot less tragic.
It's an interesting choice.
Yal got the cutscene skip. Let's go.
Let's go.
He saved 2 seconds.
Ooh, Jim also got Din's power, which we've probably already seen on Jazzix or Mario's end, I believe, but...
I can't remember what songs I've found when I'm the one playing. I can't remember what songs the runners have found when I'm commentating. Okay, so P-Hat RBM lets him get past the whip requirement in Skipper's Shack. Gymnast getting Fire Shield earrings. So rather than going to Sandship and being sad because he doesn't have the whip, he is going to Skipper's and being not sad because he skipped the whip requirement. But he's still going to be sad anyways because he's in Sad Sea.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think our minds just kind of like snapped to Sand Sea skip though, because the sea chart was at a cube right next to him.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, what's y'all doing now?
Probably checking Beetle. He did get a gold rupee in Skyview. A gold rupee that Jaznix did not get, I believe.
Well, Jazzix is also at a max pouch though, right now, I believe.
Yes, they're both at 300. Okay.
Okay, now they're both checking. Great, we have a simultaneous Beetle. Well, not quite. But...
Your average Link and Jaznix...
They might be able to high-five on the way out of Beetle.
Yeah, it seems like Jaznix has made up a lot of time just playing.
Ooh, a gold.
Behind
That is a wasted 300 rupees because this game is when you're buying rupees, it's unfortunately very dumb.
It gives you the rupees beforehand. Oh, the slingshot on 50.
Ooh.
Then there's Hook Beetle on Dodo.
Oh, and there's Beetle's Beetle.
Ooh, hey,
Huh.
Okay, so Beetle's Beetle was hinted, so I don't think Yal's gonna get it unless he needs the discount right now.
No, he doesn't need a discount.
Okay, so Jaznix and Mario Runner knew that slingshot was
That's
there.
a soft piece, yeah, figures.
No, Yal. You need to buy the slingshot so you can do Skyview.
Sorry.
No. Well, he does know where both Beetles are, so he can do the thing the intended way. He doesn't need to get an item that's much closer and doesn't require him to spend as much time. He can not do that. He can instead go complete a scrap request in a region that he's not in to get an item to do a dungeon in a different region. I'm sad. Song of the Hero piece on Beetle's crystals. I guess that was a little more important than we remembered the hint being telling us it was.
Ooh, that puts Scallop Trial and Logic.
Yes. Pull a Battle Cats, do the trial blind.
Jim is struggling a little bit with that Empilos. That Empilos was blocking everything. That Empilos was like, no, I don't want to go back into the past.
You can turn me back into an egg, no! So Mario Runner, I don't think he got anything from that first chest in Sad Sea. But once again, the teams are doing different things, and it's interesting to see that because we have no clue which team is really closer to finishing the game because we don't know where the Ruby Tablet is. We don't know where the last 2 swords are. Though they're probably in Fire Sanctuary, given that your average Link is playing, and he always finds swords in Fire Sanctuary.
Well, there is the sword, because you just summoned it into existence.
Where?
In Fire Node.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, because I would like to point out that, yeah, Ragtag YAG are still the only team that have either beetle. So, there's a distinct advantage for them there, beetle-wise, and the fact that there was a sword locked by that beetle. I love that your average Link is doing exactly what I said, but instead of using the discount on the 100 rupee item, he's instead using the discount on the 50 rupee item.
Let's go!
And thus wasting an entire trip. Oh, but he is going to be getting Slingshot.
Why not?
Well, I mean, Slingshot lets him finish Skyview, so kind of an important thing to grab.
Well,
because
he could have
beetles
also gotten a beetle for that.
Yeah, but they're so out of the way. One is in Pirate Stronghold, which is in the middle of nowhere, and one requires him to go to a region and do a scrapper quest. So, getting the Slingshot here will let him go clear out Skyview while Gymnast jumps into a cactus.
Well, he will. Actually, I'm not sure. Did he find map already? In Skyview?
The map was on the digging spot, so yes.
See, that's why I think beetle is a better idea, because then you're not gonna be opening 3 eyes.
Yes. Yes. I forgot that Skipper's Shack was
I don't
hinted,
think they got that hint yet, Aka.
No, I think they did. I think it was in Farron. I think that's just a little bit of neither of these runners track anything coming back to bite them.
Mm.
Though I think they track hints for co-op. I don't think they go.
They should be
that blind. I forget. The Gymnast exploiting his Heedle advantage that he doesn't actually know he has.
Ooh, Jim
getting a sword in Fire Node and getting Temple of Time Hintstone.
Yeah, and Colin's ladder.
Yes. Which if Colin's letter has Ruby Tablet, I'm gonna explode.
Oh. I would be like Giga.
At worst case scenario, the only things Ragtag YAG have to find are the Ruby Tablet, the Magma Mitts.
Oh, what do we got?
A sword and the whip.
Nice hint. Sword and sword. Lanayru Trial has a sword.
Lanayru Trial has a sword, and the other... Okay, we have the other one, but there's a sword on Lanayru Trial.
Oh, so boy.
Okay.
They have Lanayru's Wisdom, I believe, though. Do they? I saw it.
I saw Ferora's Courage, I saw
I don't see it on Jim's tracker, and nor do I see it on Yarl's tracker.
So, that might be the only song
I saw Lanayru's Wisdom somewhere, I believe.
No, I think they have every other song besides Salad. And that's such a long RPM to get into, that trial.
I mean, if you're otherwise go mode, you might as well.
It's a really good hint, but I feel like they're gonna put that off until
also
their go mode. Also, what was Academy Sots? Gale?
Scale?
Anything yet, has it?
No. K-ski? K-ski.
Cave ski. Alright, your average Link is going to Sandship instead of Jim. I feel like this team just likes making my predictions false. They're doing it on purpose.
Hmm.
But we
Alright,
might
Mario
not
just
even-
got the hint that there is something on Temple of Time Q.
Man, what I really want to know is if they even need Whip to beat Sandship.
Who knows? Maybe we get Whip on TMS.
As if anyone remembers the qualifier that I played in first for Speed Game Live tournament, your average Link and also Zeld's went to Sandship without the Whip when the Whip was hinted on Skyloft trial, and the boss key was in the first thing they checked, meaning you didn't need Whip to beat Sandship. And while I was doing the reverse bit warp into Skyloft trial to get the Whip, Yal finished. And I was like, oh, you don't need Whip to beat Sandship.
Huh.
So this is something he has done before. He is going to Sandship, because if he finds the boss key in a good location,
I mean,
well,
it makes sense.
Ruby Tablet would be the only thing they need. It is a better play in co-op than it is in solo. I agree, Alka.
I do agree as well. Like, co-op gives you good chance to like do questionable decisions, because your partner can still do reasonable decisions.
There's a reason that Yao was the only person to do it in that race. Because Zelds only did it because he didn't know that there was a whip requirement for most Sandships. But Yao did it for fun or something, and the other 4 or 5 runners in the seed didn't do it because it was like really unlikely that, with Whip hinted too, it was really unlikely that it would have paid off. But
Alright, there's the first beetle for Mario. That's a small key for y'all.
I believe he should remember the hint that the boss key chest is dead. I wonder if we'll see him go fight Skirbo.
He should.
Jim doing pirates a second time instead of checking things.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, he's doing it really fast. He's going speed.
Yeah, fair.
It's still like he's doing so much work for one check that is probably hinted somewhere. So
yeah. Jim playing hide and seek with that BMOS.
How is he alive?
Don't ask me. Also, I think now I've secretly uncovered Jim's the deeper meaning behind Jim's file name. He just loves BMOS so much that he's doing pirates a second time.
Oh yeah, his file name was something to do with BMOS. Why?
He knew. He knew he had to do pirates 2 times.
Pirate King Jim.
It is true, Jim is the Pirate King. Also, Jarl assigned to Skirbo. Jarl, please.
Ooh. Yell out here proving that anyone can die to Skirbo at any time.
Yeah,
Skirbo
Skirbo is can be hard sometimes if you don't have a shield.
Chasnix.
Ooh, Jasnick's not getting the snipe.
Jasnix, please, just like You don't have to go fast. Just hit it. Make sure you hit it.
There we go.
Gotta love Jazzniks trying to go as fast as humanly possible, only to fail the slingshot shot twice.
It's
and lose a
it's
significant
Jazzniks.
larger amount of time than
There's the H.
H obtained. Type your H's in chat. And also get ready to type other symbols in chat when we find other boss keys. What have we decided on for Tantalus?
It's a skull. It's a skull.
What? No.
Yes. It's a skull.
That's not a letter though. It's like an emoji.
It's not a letter. Yes, a skull is not a letter. That is true.
Yeah, but we need a letter.
No.
Yeah, we do.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, there's an arrow for Linnaeus Mining Facility. There's
That
D
is
for
also
Earth
not a
Temple.
letter, an arrow, by the way. Nor do I think that that's an error, but still.
There's the. I guess cistern is like the Moai emoji or something. I don't know what I do for cistern.
Cistern is a lotus flower.
But it's so hard to like send emojis for the boss keys.
Alright,
Yeah,
Jarl
next-
successfully beats Gerbo this time around.
Jazzniks proving the true final boss is the Vines and Skyview, and Yal proving that the true final boss is Skirvo. We have conflicting evidence here.
Didn't we say earlier that the true final boss was the beetle cage skydive?
Yes.
So
Demise
now we
of
have 3
competition.
contestants for final boss. For the true final boss.
Yal not getting the boss key from Skirvo. He's got 2 more things he can check here. H. Gymnast doing P-Hot Arbium. Clear out skippers. Can we all just like take a moment and thank oh, what's his name? I follow him on Twitch.
I don't know. I don't know who you follow on Twitch.
The well, I wouldn't expect you to, but yeah, D3. I was about to find it. Can we thank D3 for saying P-Hot instead of P-Hat one time and creating a great joke?
Yeah, the P-Hots are great and can be found everywhere. So go spam D3 and say P-Hot.
Hook Beetle for Mario Runner. is
Okay,
one of
so they
the-
do have that now as well.
Yes.
You know, actually, I feel like Masters of Camouflage might have the head in here, because
I mean, there are things that both teams have done.
they do have a dungeon now.
Yeah, and I would like to point out that Gymnast did Mines twice, and Gymnast did Pirates twice. And Yal not going to be finding the boss key here in Sandship. I feel like Gymnast and Yal have spent the past maybe like 5 minutes not making progress.
That sounds about right, honestly. Alright, let's take a look. Vanilla Ruby? No.
Every time I see an evil crystal when I'm expecting a good item, I always think the game is laughing at me.
We could have a French Vanilla Ruby though, if it's on the spring cube.
I mean, it's just like the time retreading your footsteps is not great time. You know, Yal in Sandship maybe a little less time retreading his footsteps than doing Pirates twice and Mines twice, but you know, it's not like Jim didn't get items he needed from doing Mines twice. He got the harp. He needs that. It's not like Yal isn't going to get to keep that progress in Sandship. It's that Jaznix is going to do that once. It's that Mario Runner did Pirates once. He did
Something
Mines
that I
once.
believe Ragtag YAG really needs now is for there to be something on Pirates Cube.
Yes. I think that would mean that they didn't waste as much time. But, I mean, it's not like they need that. It's that it would make their decision retrospectively not as crazy, you know?
I guess, but I don't know.
Because it doesn't really matter if there's something on Pirates Cube or not, because they've already lost the time compared to the other team. Because
Yeah,
Mario Runner got the cube on his first trip. So
that is true.
So I think what they're really but I mean they've done so much compared, like, it's not like this is a one-sided race. There are a lot of things that Ragtag YAG have done the Masters of Camouflage haven't. Namely, like Thunderhead and the Hook Beetle Walk stuff at the end of Fire Node, and so it's not like this is a one-sided race, but at the same time, it does look a little bit like it's slipping away from Ragtag YAG, or it has slipped, and they have time that they need to make back up now. But who knows? Mario Runner also going to be nullifying an advantage that they had with the Temple of Time Hintstone that had... That's right, it had the sword on the trial. So... I mean, both teams just looking for Ruby Tablet.
Yeah.
Also, Jim
Can we,
is going
can
to
we
be able
get
to
a
do...
bet going where Ruby Tablet is?
Jim's going to be able to do Masked Skip, because he knows that the Stern chest doesn't have anything, which is nice for him.
Too close? Feels bad, man.
Yeah, the Knight Academy Sots was Cave's Key right at the start. I believe there are some Goddess chests we haven't checked as well, that it could be.
Yeah. Namely, pirates. Or skippers, I believe, as well.
I think the one in Skyview Spring as well.
Skyview Spring as well, yeah.
Skipper's Shack was hinted dead. So
Oh, if it's Skyview Spring, that would be terrible for, although Jaznix is definitely...
I feel like he might have done it already.
Probably. He has to, I believe.
There's also... Ooh, yeah, there's also the song from Impa. That's true. And there's Three Eyes?
Yeah. Ooh, Three Eyes would, then again, suck for Masters of Camouflage.
Does Dial have the beetle?
He
I don't think so.
does not.
But yeah, Three Eyes... There was a key in the first half. There was one key.
Ooh, that's a gamble.
Yeah, no. Small key has to be on Three Eyes.
Okay, no, if we can determine that, then that's good. Alright, what else do we have left? We have Colin's
Owlin.
ladder left. We've got the trade-in for Colin's ladder left.
Owlin.
Owlin.
Owlin is a sometimes hint, so he doesn't have to be hinted. But it's very likely that
We have
there will
this
be a
cube
hint
that
found.
Jim is checking right now left, which I believe is Pirate's Cube, actually. If I'm not mistaken. Nope.
Ooh, yeah, that's the ruby tablet. It's gray and rupee shaped.
Yeah, it's ruby shaped. Rupee shaped. I mean,
Rupee tablet.
rupee tablet. Who hasn't heard of the infamous rupee tablet?
So there's Owlin crystals, Pipit crystals, Song from Impa, a few goddess chests. We don't have the Ballad of the Goddess yet, so it can't
there's
be.
Colin's
It can't be
ladder.
Gorko.
With Jim having obtained Colin's ladder, we might see him do both in the same go.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything we're missing in Theron.
Looks like he's going to Skyloft.
Beetle's been full cleared. Yeah, we're really down to a handful of locations left that neither team has checked. I thought for a solid second that Jaznix was about to walk into Lanayru mining facility. And my mind was just, yeah, that's something Jaznix would do.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't know if we saw Jaznix get the Skyview Cube chest. It's on Lumpy Pumpkin.
Wait, did Jim never get scale?
Nope. Don't think so. Unless he's... Oh, there's Betrow, too.
Ooh,
Betrow
right.
30, Betrow 30 has been checked. Betrow 40 and 50, I believe.
Betrow exists. That's true.
No, he doesn't. He's a fictional character in a game.
Yes, that's true.
Fire shield earrings for Jaznix. Jaznix was doing cleanup while Mario Runner looks at things. Nehru's wouldn't be Sots in this seed. Nehru's Wisdom would not be Sots.
I think it's probably Mogman and Summit.
Yeah,
that is what I
well,
believe would make the most sense.
It has to be
Whip.
Magma Mitts.
Magma Mitts
yes,
or Whip?
Yes. We've forgotten about Whip. Can we get a forgot about Whip counter going? It's up to like 5 now. See, this is what it's like, me thinking during a race. Like, oh wait, no, I forgot about Whip.
Alright, we got Jim here. Take a look. Nope. Crystals.
Gratitude crystals on Colin's letter. I don't think anyone has checked Colin's letter yet. I think that's...
Jim is about to. Or not. If he does not forget about it.
Colin's letter is the one that he just got. This is Pipit's crystals.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
That yes. I mean, we were just kind of talking about the same thing, but
I was just saying that harp has been a thing for a while, but I don't think anyone has actually done that one harp locked check.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody's
the other harp locked
that.
check in Theron has been.
Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Alright, Jim.
Ooh, y'all doing bocce.
No, he's just
finished
Skyview.
Yes. He's Jazznik's doing bocce.
What?
I was looking at the wrong stream.
Bocce. Okay. I'm rando baby, I'm not used to all the terms. Alright, Jim.
Neighbor's Wisdom. Well, that solves that. That solves that.
So if it comes down to if Mario Runner and or Jaznix.
It's
on
there's a Ruby tablet. That's huge for Masters of Camouflage.
Yes, so I believe that they are no mode. Depends on where the boss key is in Fire Sanctuary, of course, but that is very big for them. And let's hope that Jim is not doing loose crystals. Gymnast, please.
Oh, where's Yal going? Is Yal going? Yal, I think Yal's doing bocce now as well.
Yal does not have the harp.
Oh, that's bad.
That is true. Masters of Camouflage still do not have C chart. Do they?
I
think
think I
so.
saw Mario get it.
I will trust the trackers.
Okay, then not.
Jim,
Don't trust me. Don't
Gymnast,
trust me.
no.
You know, don't trust me. Trust the
So
trackers.
between these two runners, Gymnast is the one with the harp, and Gymnast does not look like he's going to do Ballad of the Goddess anytime soon.
Yeah, no,
So-
that looks really bad. Also, I will be right back.
Okay. I will say, while Floha's not here, for no reason in particular, it has nothing to do with Floha, that there is still an information advantage on the side of Ragtag Yag, knowing where Nehru's Wisdom is, where C chart is, and what a few of the checks in Sandship are. But Jaznix spent a little bit of time doing cleanup, grabbing things that Mario Runner had, and so there's a bit of an item advantage there, too. It'll be interesting to see if Jaznix just runs through Eldon, or if he decides to grab items. Look for the whip. It does look like he's going to be clearing Eldon. So this isn't over yet. They're not playing like they're in go mode. Masters of Camouflage getting Nehru's now, but I mean there's still a slight advantage. Like Ragtag Yag has the information sooner. It is really just a question of how long it's going to take Gymnast to go to Farron, because Yal doesn't seem like he's going to be going and grabbing the harp and then just leaving Lanayru. He has a lot of things to get in Lanayru. He also has to grab earrings, he has to get the sword, he has to get the other beetles, or both beetles, he doesn't have either. I will say, though, despite how seemingly awful this is for the Ragtag Yag, Gymnast has some very good Skyloft routing here. Routing in some Goddess chests very nicely with the loose crystals that he really, as us, the omniscient spectators, know, shouldn't be getting. Is Gymnast... Which member of Ragtag Yag did, Malara? Yeah, so Gymnast is going to be getting Betro 50 here. Awesome. Don't tell me y'all actually did Slingshot. Oh no. Man, I'm too into this race to even ask the runners to do dig spot RBM. Speaking of that, Jaznix, do the dig spot RBM. Right now. Do it now. Jaznix! So I believe now Gymnast is going to get the single Gratitude Crystal in the Pumpkin Patch, and he's going to use the Beetle to grab the one on the Light Tower. And then hopefully we see him... Oh, there's the whip. That's bad. That's bad for Ragtag Yag. And Mario Runner going to get his Ruby tablet right now. Luckily, Gymnast is almost done with his Betrow shenanigans, and where would he go next besides Farron? Like... I don't want to... Yeah, I was gonna say, my points. You can do this, Ragtag YAG. No bias at all. Jasnick's going to be entering Fire Sanctuary so much sooner. Yal getting the harp, but I don't see a world where Yal doesn't also run all the way across Lanayru to also grab both beetles and fire shield earrings and what? Was that a progressive mitts hint that I just missed on Jasnick's side? Did anyone see that Jasnick's hint? Gymnast has access to a cool cutscene. He got the Stone of Trials. Also salad. He got salad. Leviath's mitts. Ooh. Oh, but Third Smokey is dead. No, my dreams. That is so unfortunate. So, Gymnast finally done with this. Okay. I knew his pouch was full when he got a bottle earlier, but I didn't know if he grabbed more pouch space or something. Alright, so Jim probably going straight to Farron. Can anyone think of anything else he'd be doing right now?
Hello, I have returned.
Vanilla Cursed Metal.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, you missed Vanilla Cursed Metal. Oh, and Whip was on Summit.
Okay, well, figures.
Yes. Oh, and Mitts were on Levias, but Third Smokey is dead.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
So, no mode.
Yeah. No mode for Mario Runner and Jasnick's. Jim did Betrow 50.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
this sucks
Yal,
for,
Yal and Jim,
Ragtag Yak.
I imagine in the next 2 or 3 minutes we'll be finding Ruby Tablet, because I've been racking my brain and there's nothing that Jim has left to check once he leaves Skyloft, besides the Harp Lock stuff in Farron.
Yeah, I guess as soon as they find Whip, they're gonna send someone to set
everyone has a small brain. Everyone has a tiny brain. Because Masters of Camouflage don't know about the Sword and Fire node.
Oh, well, yeah, but I guess that makes sense.
Thank you, 1U12 in the chat for being smarter than both commentators. You're the best.
It's not surprising that chat is smarter than us, honestly.
Yeah, Randomizer is hard.
I mean, we're basically just here to, like, speak stuff, not to speak the truth.
True. You know, Mario, you wouldn't have to go down the sand slide if you did dig spot RBM. Did you know that?
But he would still have to do, like... Okay, no, actually not. Well, he needs a cube, though. He needs the cube.
Why is Jim going to Thunderhead? Yal has already done this.
Does he have a second? He's got White Sword. He can get.
I guess Din's. It's like 1 check. Oh man, Jim. It just hurts so much because when I saw Yal going to Farron, I knew that it didn't, or to Lanayru, I knew that it didn't matter for them getting Ruby because there are so many things Yal needs to get here that he's just going to be grabbing all of those before he.
You know, every second that Jim's delaying getting Bocce, though, it's very.
It almost feels like they don't even know that it's available to them. Like.
Very sad.
Oh no! The sword at the end of Fire Node was hinted.
That clears that.
Oh
Well,
god.
I think, you know, I'm not a fan of calling matches too early, but
I mean, there's still a lot of stuff for both teams to do, but
this is a
besides,
huge lead for Masters of
there's
Camouflage.
like a whole Elden trip lead for Masters of Camouflage, yeah.
Another bottle. Great. Thanks for showing us that, Jim.
Yeah, both Jaznix and Mario immediately going for that sword. Jaznix, I believe, still needs to get parts of his hook beetle, but
I mean, I would assume that Jasnix got the whip and is going to Sandship now.
yes, he is going to Sansi anyways to get one of the beetles, but
Yeah, Jasnix has whip, so he's doing Sensi now. Sandship.
alright, so Yao is going to be finishing up his Lanayru trip here unless he also goes to get the beetle while he's here. Yeah, Yao, like I said, earrings were on the other side of Lanayru Desert.
Well,
This Lanayru trip
earrings
is
won't really
doing
do him
super
much
long.
without Ruby Tablet. Oh, Jim is going to Farron.
So here we go. This is where the race really starts. Yao
Oh,
and Jim
this is the first time Jim is going to Farron.
Yes.
How did Jim never go to Farron?
Because Yao did everything here.
Yeah, but like
Besides the and
he
Jim
spent
can
like
also,
he spent like 1 hour and 20 minutes in the sky and Lanebru only.
yeah, he cleared everything else. Like he did almost all of Lanayru. He did Yao did Sandship, but he did all of Sandsea. He did Skippers twice, and he did all of the Goddess cubes.
Yeah, he did Skippers twice. He did mine twice.
And he did 10 loose crystals to get Patro 50. Like,
Oh god, that horrible. Alright, anyways, here's a Ruby tablet for Jim, and let's see how this goes now.
Ruby tablet for Gymnast.
So, let's see. Is Jim leaving?
Oh, does Jim go to Elden, or does he go beat Skyview because they're in no mode? Minus the fact that they...
I think it would make sense for him to go to Elden now, first. IMO.
Yeah, running straight for the statue.
Because you already know what's
for
in
endgame, but
Skyview.
yeah, okay, so he's going to
You know
Elden.
what's in Skyview that's like not doing anything.
They really should be focused on resolving what is on.
Yeah, they should be resolving their Volcano Summit swords and like everything else basically.
That's what Jaznix. I want to say that's what Jaznix did. Maybe it was Mario that I saw. Somebody took the shortcut right at the start of Elden, and I know for a fact that the Gymnast didn't know this was here at one point. He didn't know the shortcut straight to Volcano Ascent existed.
Well, that means he should know about it now.
Yes.
Let's take a look.
You can also do Dig Spot RBM.
He's
getting cubes.
The cube?
Jim, please.
Ah, this is not looking good.
They know that Summit is Sots.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. He's taking the shortcut. He's just grabbing something while he's here.
Okay, this is
They
good.
know that Summit is Sots, and if it is Whip, then they are no mode. And they know that. It is worth checking a couple things on the way, because, of course.
I mean, in their eyes, it has to be Whip or Magma Mitts.
We don't know that.
In their eyes, I believe.
We don't know that. We know that it has to be that, but there's always the chance they haven't figured it out. But they do have everything they need to figure that out.
No, but I think they should have figured this out, I believe.
Yes. But there's always the chance that they're looking for another sword or.
Have we seen Thrill Digger hint yet?
Jim grabbing Thrill Digger hint.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's a fourth sword.
Yeah, maybe this is the decider. Maybe this is what makes this competitive.
Seed chart
chart.
and ooh, ooh, this is ooh.
I made an actual pog face when I saw that. Okay, hang on.
Ooh, same.
Oh,
Ooh, this
okay,
is
so
Masters of Camouflage are not getting this hit up.
I mean, there is always a chance that they go get it. It's Jaznix and Mario Runner. Like they do what they want.
Yes, but Jaznix is not getting that anytime soon.
Yeah, Jaznix.
Mario, maybe. Mario may be getting it when he's done with Fire Sanctuary. It is Sword and Sandship.
Okay. Also, Boss Key and Fire Sanctuary was Hook Beetle locked.
Oh.
So both teams are going to need to get Hook Beetle. Jaznix doing that right now. Yal clearing Elton. Guys, please go to Summit. Please.
So Mario is not checking Mario is not checking the remainder of Fire Sanctuary.
There's no reason to, besides a sword. But I mean, they don't know that there's no sword there. No. Yeah, no, I think he's just going straight to the end. So what does this come down to? Because Yal still has to go. We know that Yal has to go to.
I think what's gonna happen is that Jaznix is gonna do Sandship now. He's gonna find that sword, and then Mario in the meantime is gonna do Skyview.
Yeah,
probably.
Mario, unless he finds the boss key whip locked before the sword, like in those first 4 chests, then I imagine there's no. And I mean, even then, there's no way he doesn't find the sword. But it is worth mentioning that he doesn't have Seed Chart. I think he's grabbing it right now, though. And I just, if they find that sword, there's no way they do Linearu Trial.
Yeah, no.
The hint ends up not mattering because Yal is in Magma Turf. What are you doing? It's Baron.
He's getting the cube, I guess.
If it's just the cube, then I mean, I guess, but still, like. I had a violent reaction to Magma Turf being Baron, but at the same time, you guys need to be in Summit already. You guys aren't in Summit already, and that is costing you this race. It is Sots. There are 2 items it can be, and one of them puts you in go mode.
I do agree on that.
There's a
50-50
is
chance. Pretty enraged.
Enraged. Raged. That's a really hard pun to do, is put my name in the word enraged. So Jim going to find Whip and
alright. There is the Whip for Jim. Y'all should be rushing that immediately. And one of them goes to Sandship and one of them goes to Fire Sanctuary.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, but I guess you can send Jim. Jim, you shouldn't be checking this anymore. You have everything.
Yeah, they have.
Oh wait, do they not know about the third small key?
They're going to be getting that hint momentarily, so they will be 100%. No, it was on Waterfall.
Does Jim have water? I guess he does.
Okay, so I guess he's going back for Waterfall. Okay.
Oh, is Jim checking the hint before or after he goes to Waterfall? Okay, before he goes back to Waterfall. That's good. Wait, that's not the hint. That's not that hint, though.
I think the thing that would kill Jim and Yal the most would be Jim going back half in Fire Sanctuary. Like this race already seems this race already seems doomed, but we'll see. Is Jaznix doing Masked Skip? Seriously? Jaznix.
I mean, sure.
We know that it works out, but this is such a risky
don't
play.
know.
This is such a risky play.
I do agree. I do agree. You're absolutely right there, but I don't know. It's Jaznix.
Yeah, you're right. It's Jaznix. That's the answer.
Write that on your sheet.
Mario is going to be finishing Fire Sanctuary here.
If you
I
still
mean,
have that sheet with
we're
questions
looking for
to ask.
we're looking for ways that this can still be a race, but Jim did betroth 50 with 10 loose crystals. Like, we do always have to remember that 3 of these are very, very execution top tier runners. Top tier execution runners. I don't know if I said it in that order the first time. And then Mario is no slouch. No diss to Mario. He's good at the game. He isn't the other 3, because the other 3, besides Kit Kat,
I think we
are
had
just, like,
that discussion
the
already
best
the last
execution
time they met.
yeah.
Like we've got the top racer, we've got the season 1 champion, and we've got the SGL champion, and
Yes.
we've got Mario.
Yeah. So, out of these players, despite being a really good player, like, Mario's good at the game, this is still... he's still the odd one out execution-wise, so...
Yeah, that's true, but...
There is always the chance that this race isn't over, but... Ragtag YAG has a lot of...
Okay, so it looks like Jim is indeed actually doing front half first.
That's very good, very good. He does have Beetle.
What happened to everyone that suddenly everyone is doing front half first?
Jim has Hook Beetle. I think that's a good reason to do it, because it tells Yal pretty quickly if he needs Hook Beetle. Because, I mean, if you think about it, what takes more time? Hook Beetle, grabbing the Hook Beetle from Pirates, and then doing Fire Node, or doing Lineru Trial. Oh, is Jim... Are Jim and Yal splitting it up? Oh.
Oh, I don't like that.
They're not doing Sand... Yal's not in Sandship.
Yal should be doing Sandship right now. Cause then you're just gonna... Cause then you're both doing Sandship at the same time. Although I guess he can send Jim... Actually no, he can send Jim to Skyview. Wow. He's doing Sandship, I guess. But still, I'm...
And Yal still needs to go get the Hook Beetle. That is something that is genuinely huge. Like...
Ooh, yeah, no, I don't see how
Yal
is ruining
Yal
it.
hasn't been to Pirates. He hasn't been to Pirates. At all. He'd have to sail there from the ancient harbor.
No, I'm sorry, I don't see how Ragtag Yak is gonna win this. Because Jaznix is gonna find that sword momentarily.
Yeah. Even if the... I mean, he'd need to grab the boss key in those first 4 treasure room chests and just be like, nah, I don't need to check the other ones.
Yeah, but even then, it's gonna be like hard for Ragtag Yak to catch up.
Yal doing... Wow, Jim did that in a way that I've never seen, and it looks so much easier, but I feel like it's probably going to end up being so much harder. Yal gonna end up... He ended up doing mapped RBM.
I think he's gonna check at least treasure room.
Well, there's a reason to waste your time, and it's that...
He's
There's a
gonna check treasure room at the very least, because you're
sword that
already
they don't know
here
about
anyways.
So he's going to... He's like, oh, but if this is a sword,
Yeah.
it's worth wasting those 5 seconds.
Yeah, alright, that's
There's a
that's
small
the first
key.
small key.
The other one is on the
The
chest.
boss key is still not even guaranteed to be here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nope.
that's That's another thing, just not turning out well for Ragtag YAG.
Well, there's the sword.
There's the boss key for Ragtag YAG, so Yal knows that his life is pointless.
That is a nice way to paraphrase this.
I believe probably doing statue RBM here, but my guy needs to go get Hook Beetle. Which is at the end of Pirate, so he has to sail all the way across Sandsea, do Pirate Sanctuary.
Don't ask me, Esma. I have no idea. Jaznix. The answer is Jaznix.
Jaznix. Never stop being you, Jaznix.
The answer is definitely Jaznix.
Yao, doing statue RBM while he's here, definitely not a bad idea.
If the question is, why does Jaznix... Or if the question starts with why does Jaznix, then the answer is always Jaznix.
Honestly, it's... So they know Whip is Sots, and there are 6 places that the boss key can be, if Whip is Sots, right? There's only like a 16% chance in Jaznix's mind that he needed to do both generators. So he just did a Gambo. Oh, my friend, my buddy, my pal. One of the small keys was Sots, or one of the small keys was Whip locked. So technically, both the small key things are also Whip locked. So technically, this is behind the Whip, which was a Sots item. So it's not as questionable as it seems at first. And honestly, he can probably beat Skirvo faster than he can do the other generator and then go all the way back down.
So Jaznix doing the worst decisions he could probably do in Sandship, and you know, it doesn't even hurt him.
So Yao is now going to be sailing all the way across Sandsea, all the way to the back. So Jim has now finished. He's got to beat Gear him, I believe. I don't think I missed that. But Jim and Mario Runner are actually going to be kind of neck and neck in a second here. Which is really bad for Yal and Jim. Yal doing Sandship while he's here, not a bad idea at all. Is anyone else still just, like, shocked by Jaznix doing Masked Skip?
I wouldn't be shocked on that anymore, honestly.
So, Yal and Jaznix going through this door in sync. And honestly, if it weren't for the fact that Yal still has to go get his Hook Beetle, he would be synced with Jaznix, and this would be a very even race. Like, that is the difference here. Is these teams are very close together, with Mario a little bit ahead of Jim, and Jaznix a little bit ahead of Yao, but Yao's still gotta go do all of Pirate's Stronghold, so... Mario... Is Mario doing Masked Skip? Yes, Mario is doing Masked Skip.
Was the beetle in the first? Yeah, the beetle was in the first chest of Stronghold. I've been saying all of Pirate Stronghold. I'm exaggerating a little bit. He only has to do the first chest. Mario Runner trying his absolute best not to die while trying to do mass skip. The Bokos are dangerous. And Jaznix is going to be getting the Sand Chip boss key in just a moment here, having gambled on it not being in this very location and wasting a very large amount of time.
Well, it doesn't even hurt him, is the big thing.
I mean, it hurts him, but doesn't matter for the
No,
outcome of the
it
race.
doesn't.
Like,
Like, Mario is still behind him anyways.
Mario does still have to do Skyview, but so does Jim. It'll be interesting to see if Jim can make up the lost time on Mario. He's, I want to say, I haven't actually checked the timer, but I want to say he's 3 to 5 minutes behind Mario. It's a lot of time to make up. I don't so. It's a race of execution and also Hook Beetle.
It's a race of Hook Beetle, yes.
It's a race of Hook Beetle. So it will... I do have to wonder if... Because Jaznix is going to finish first, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Skyview is going to be very quick, though, because they have whip. They do the bit warp, they go to the right map, they whip the boss key, they go straight to the boss door. Very... he did both. He did map chest RBM, but then he did statue RBM. As soon as Jim found the boss key, he switched what he was doing to... He was going to do the bit warp to check back half, but he switched to statue RBM. Yeah, a lot of unnecessary shenanigans from Ragtag YAG. Unnecessary map chest RBM in Fire Sanctuary, unnecessary 10 loose crystals.
Yeah, Jim did pretty much everything wrong he could have done wrong.
Routing-wise, at least.
Alright, Jim does know that he can do mass skip here.
I believe that is 3 of our 4 runners doing masked skip, which is not what you want to hear in a co-op race. Jaznix, you madman. Though, I want to say you could have reasoned that boss key wasn't going to be there because of the whip sots, but
yes,
yeah.
I guess.
Oh, Esme beat me to that comment by like 5 seconds. Esme literally a better runner than me. I will never recover.
Trackers are always better. Trackers are superior in every way.
Jaznix doing Tentalus skip, something that we'll presumably be seeing all 4 runners doing in the next 10 minutes. Now that you don't need a setup file for Tentalus skip, a lot more people have been doing it. Thanks to whoever discovered Bat Warp. That was discovered recently, right? Like, shockingly recently.
I guess. Yeah. Yo, Tanjo 3 with the raid.
And Zelda Speedruns 2 for
and
another
ZR2
raid.
with the raid as well. Hello everyone who's just joined us for this race of the Skyward Sword Randomizer co-op tournament. This is game 1 of the grand finals.
And we have a very unfortunate situation for the Ragtag YAG, having put off the location that had the ruby tablet a lot longer than the other team did, doing a lot of long things. They are behind, but if anyone can make this ground up, it is the Ragtag YAG, with our #1 ranked race time runner and the Gymnast 86. I'm pretty sure most people know who he is if you know Skyward Sword speedrunning, so... Also, I did not discover Bat Warp. I discovered the application of Bat Warp for Penniless Skip, but technically 64-bit also figured it out on his own, so neither of us really discovered it. Mario kind of struggling with the fact that he damaged down before saving for Tentalus Skip. So when he respawned after Tentalus Skip, he had 2 hearts, and he has been trying very hard not to die. What is this route? What? Is he going for, like, only left generator route? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Maybe? But Jaznix has infected him. See,
I mean,
the thing is,
okay,
Jaznix
no, but, like,
has trained.
Did Jaznix infect Mario, or was Mario always like this, and it's just we are now comparing them because they're on a team together?
I don't know. I mean, Jaznix has trained Mario. So...
Jaznix, the guy who did literally all of Ancient Cistern out of logic for no reason, and then had to come back because he didn't have whip. Like, he couldn't finish the dungeon.
That Jaznix.
I feel like Mario Runner has always been a little bit on the funky routing side, but...
See, if you pair that with Jaznix, you get, like, Jaznix 2.0.
You get a nearly undefeated team, and they've been working really well together. Maybe it's that they both do funky, crazy stuff, and neither of them use trackers.
Yeah, we're just slandering these people because we can.
Jaznix going to go get his last sword. I believe after this, Jaznix is going to go to Fire Sanctuary and be the first player to finish. It is curious, because Ragtag YAG isn't actually behind if Yal is the first finisher for his team. It's something I'm just not thinking of, but if Gymnast and Mario are the last 2 runners, then this is still a possible race for... dare I say, Ragtag YAG is winning in that case.
Oh.
Because Gymnast has overtaken Mario. Somebody teach
You
Mario.
need to remember, Yal
Sanctuary.
still has to... No, there's no way Yal finishes before Jim.
Well, what does Yal need to do still?
Getting
He
Hope
has-
Beetle.
He needs to do the first chest in Pirates. He needs to
Yes,
go
he
back
needs
to Fire
to go
Sanctuary.
to Pirates.
And he needs to do the fastest Fire Sanctuary of his life. He's already done Statue RBM. He knows exactly where the boss key is. Jim hasn't done Tentalus Skip yet. Did Mario do Tentalus Skip? Right, and Fire Knight. Did Mario do Tentalus Skip already? Did I miss that?
I don't know. Mario is doing Mario things.
If Mario already did Tentalus Skip, then it's not as... Jim hasn't overtaken him yet, but... Okay, but... Gymnast... I know that he likes using setup files. I've seen him use setup files in this tournament. But at the same time, he should know that he doesn't need a setup file, he just needs a bitmagic file. I'd like to see if Gymnast ends up doing Tentalus Skip or not. If he doesn't, that's not great for his team. It's not the biggest time save in the world, but even before we start talking about Yao finishing before Jim, we need to talk about Jim beating Mario. So. Gymnast is not doing Tentala Skip. If Mario has already done Tentala Skip, which I genuinely would be shocked if I missed that. This is doubly bad, but if Mario hasn't done Tentala Skip yet, I think Gymnast is far enough ahead that this is going to put them almost even. But it all depends on how stupid comms are.
I don't know. This is a race.
This is a race, yeah. Because, I mean, we can't even tell if it's close. Like, that's the best kind of race.
It's really hard to tell, honestly.
We can't. It's not that we can't tell who's winning. It's Masters of Camouflage. We can't tell if Ragtag YAG is close to overtaking them.
Yeah. And that's the bad thing.
So Yal has Hook Beetle now. All Yal has to do is
Alright.
Fire and Fire Sanctuary, which are in different regions, despite both having fire in the name.
I guess
Fire
he's
Sanctuary
get.
boss key was
It
in
would
the
make sense for him
64-bit
to get the
chest.
sword first, honestly. Because that makes Fire Sanctuary faster.
Yeah, which is also what Jaznix did. So Mario didn't do Tentala Skip either. What I'm seeing, what I'm hearing.
Huh.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mario wasn't comfortable with the setup file list Tentala Skip. Like if he didn't know it, or I know Jim doesn't do Tentala Skip without a setup file, which I mean he's got to know how to do that, right?
But Jim, but yes, he might know that. I don't know. Jim is like a bit brain. I literally just came up with that description, but I think it fits pretty well.
So your average Link still trailing Jaznix by a good bit. And I think somehow Jim and Yal are going to end up finishing close together. Because while Yal has to go do Fire Sanctuary, he already has done Statue RBM. And Jim has to go beat Skyview when he's never entered Farronwoods. Oh, does Jim have COVID? Still great execution. Oh, did Mario do Tentala Skip? Oh, wow, okay. Never mind. I thought Jim was ahead.
Huh. Well,
yeah, no, they think of how even they'd be with Tentala Skip. Jim would be done. He'd be done like right now.
yeah, but this Jim doesn't do Tentala Skip.
He does do Tentala Skip. He did it in the last race that they played.
Well,
He just did it
well,
with
he didn't do
he
it
did
now.
with the Leneru setup file.
So, Mario still has to do Skyview. Jim still has to do Skyview.
Breaking news. Literally everyone misses Mario doing a game-winning RBM again.
Yal still has to get a sword and has to do Fire Sanctuary.
I think that this
Jetix
is. I think that between all three of these
is
runners,
doing Fire Sanctuary as well.
between Jim, Mario, and Yal, they're going to be finishing very close together.
Yeah, this is gonna be a super close race. I dare not say who's winning this.
Fire Sanctuary Big Key was on the 64-bit chest here, the second small key chest. Yes, Mario is...
Although Mario does have an advantage.
He's like a minute ahead.
Mario does... I think this is might be more than a minute. Ooh, Mario missing this jump though might does cost him a little bit of time here.
Yeah, and it's just bleeding time like that. You know, not rolling when you should.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens again, like
bonking,
this is-
missing a jump, taking
yeah,
a
this is
wider
like
corner.
perfect. That's like the
not-
things Jim is hoping for.
Mario is not 3 to 4 minutes ahead of Jim. It is 1 or 2 at most.
Yeah, yeah, no. Which statues does Jim have in Baron? None. Behind
Yeah,
the
he should have the exact same ones as Mario. Like him and Mario are in the same position. Mario is just a little bit ahead.
Oh my! Oh, if Jim gets extending blow though,
Dude, if he goes for it,
I mean, there's like no reason he shouldn't go for it, right?
they don't see what we see. They don't know. how
Oh
close
right,
this
he's got
is.
Master Sword. Never mind. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Mario's just
No way
doing.
he can go for it with
Oh
Master.
yeah,
Yeah, I
he can't
just
do EV. Mario not even
No.
bothering with Cube Warp. This is the correct play. Hopefully Jim knows to do this too, but
I don't know.
If Jim has shown off anything in this race, it's that the rando specific knowledge, the stuff that would never be useful in speedruns, sometimes he just doesn't know or doesn't remember.
Is this faster than
Yes,
doing Cube Warp?
absolutely. 100%. It's probably just as long as the cutscene of the cube going up and Gorko being Cube!
Okay, that's actually good to know. I wasn't sure about that, because we had that discussion in our bingo match recently, and I was asking Lepelog what he was thinking was faster, and he said Cube Warp was probably faster. So I started to do Cube Warp, but since I failed my first attempt, I was like, might as well do the other one.
You do Cube Warp because there's stuff there that you want to grab, but in co-op, there isn't. So... I think I was a little too optimistic on the finish times here. Yell probably going to be the last one to finish just from what we see. He's still got to go get Boss Key, whereas Mario, they're probably going to be getting Boss Key a little bit earlier than Yal, and the boss story is significantly closer. So...
Alright, Mario's already doing the bit warp.
Yes. Yal. Going to be...
Oh, Jim brutally murdering that bokoblin.
Death. Jim entering Skyview. It's... They're closing the gap, but it's not fast enough. And the fact that Mario is in Farron already means that Yal still has to go fly back to Farron as well, on top of everything.
No.
Though it does look like Jim and Mario are getting the boss key at basically the same time.
I think right now this is more a race between Jim and Mario than it is between Ragtag, YAG, and Masters of Camouflage.
Yeah, I mean... I feel like Horde Skip's not even really enough here, like... I can't believe Yal made it over that fence. Wow.
Same.
Jasnix could crash. Mario getting the boss key and running straight to the boss door is very close, and
I mean, a death in Horde is more possible than a crash, definitely, but...
this is not a race where Mario Runner doesn't grab a fairy for Horde. This isn't a race where Mario Runner doesn't play it safe.
Yeah, no,
There would need to be a genuine choke. Like, now that we're here at the end,
But I mean,
and the runners...
there are...
H. Now that we're at the end, and the runners have less to do, and we can see exactly what's left for every runner, it's much more obvious that there's a gap here.
I mean, there are races where even runners with a fairy died to Horde.
Yes. But, like, this is the race to lose for Masters of Camouflage. No one going for the free TMS on Renee retrial. True.
Yeah. How dare they not go for that? Yeah, no, this is... Ooh.
Mario getting bad darts RNG on Garrett.
I mean, this is good for Jim, but not enough.
Mario getting comedically bad darts RNG.
See, Mario is done with Girahim. And Jim isn't even starting the Girahim fight.
Yeah,
Mario
Jim
could fight Girahim another time now.
And then they'd be even.
Still be ahead.
Well, no, because of how bad that darts RNG was Lamau.
Okay, well, that's fair. Alright, so, yeah, in case you missed it, Jasnix is... It's a really close race, but I think Mario has this. If he does not die.
Getting the fence hop. Gymnast and Yal entering the bosses of their dungeons basically in sync.
So we have Girahim and Girahim at the same time. Now, isn't that great? That's all we ever wanted, right?
Yes. Mario Runner, it's his race to lose, honestly. Because Jim... They're definitely playing faster. Like, just watching, comparing these segments, like, Jim killed the Staldra's faster. Jim had better stamina management throughout Skyview. Jim didn't miss the rope. He killed the Boko faster. He was quicker to pull out the beetle. It's like, every little thing, Jim does a little bit faster, but...
Not fast enough.
There's...
Or, well, not...
There's like a whole
not
minute
necessarily
to make up.
not fast enough, but Mario was too fast, basically. Mario had too much of an advantage.
Yeah. So Mario Runner is going to be going to Horde now. While Gymnast and Yao both finish their Girahim fights at the same time as well.
This is definitely a super close race.
And
great.
honestly,
we got Sync
honestly,
We even got Sync Doors on there.
Wow. So synced. Jim's door took longer though because he's in the first dungeon and Link has to be like, oh cool, door!
And by the time in the 6th dungeon, Link is like, another door.
Okay, but here's the thing about Mario missing Horde Skip is Jim is more than the 45 seconds-ish that it'll give him behind.
Yeah.
So
Alright, streams are jumping. Monka.
I'm timing this real quick. See exactly how far Jim is behind. And I suppose Yao would be in a very similar spot.
I currently have like but I'm just looking at the timers on Jim's and Yao's screen, who have like a 20-second difference right now. Which, on my end at least.
They're in the same place for me.
Oh, really? Then maybe I need to refresh.
Jim is 1 minute and 25 seconds behind Mario Runner. 1 minute and 25 seconds to make up in Horde. Now, to be fair...
Oh, I mean, there's like a whole gauntlet, and not just Horde fight, but...
Yeah, Horde, Girahim 3, and Demise. Like, there's the room can be made up here. And I would like to point out that Jim's average horde time and my average horde time back in November were about 2.5 minutes apart. Or like horde gear him device. So
Oh my god, everything is jumping. Monka. Okay, I
this
think
race,
I have... So, Jim entering Sea Grounds, Yal entering the past. Mario is... Ah, god. Jim is getting a fairy. Does probably not heal up then. Mario on the first barrier.
Yal's the one that just got a fairy. Why
Jim
you
just got a fairy on my end.
Why are your streams broken? Why are your streams broken, Flaw?
No, I'm pretty sure Jim got a fairy as well.
Yeah, Jim also does get a fairy, but you are about 20 seconds ahead of me.
I mean, my Jim timer is synced with the stream timer. Like both for Yal and Jim.
Mine is not.
Then maybe you need to refresh.
Yeah, maybe I need to refresh.
Oh, and there's the jump again.
Yes, the time is when the second player finishes. Jaznix, finish
now
it!
I'm
GG,
like,
Jaznix.
GG. I guess, because everything is jumping. Everything is jumping.
Gymnast has made up 20 seconds on Mario Runner somehow.
What? How?
Probably my stream delay.
Yeah, same. Like, stream delays are going bonkers right now. This is the
Mario-
worst time.
Mario
This is
got
the
horde
worst
skip, right?
time.
Oh wait. Okay, I
For-
thought Jim
for
was fighting
this thing to
Gearhim
go
3 for a second.
bonkers.
Mario Runner got horde skip, and honestly is having a fantastic horde.
Okay, yeah, I got horde skip as well. Who is ahead? Mario is ahead.
Mario Runner is slightly ahead.
Yal
Slightly ahead of Yal, and Yal is
and
slightly ahead of Gymnast.
Jim is still in first phase.
That one vocal is fighting from him.
Jim has to like...
Yal making up so much time on Mario Runner, but Jim really has to pick it up, like...
Yeah, Jim is like the one who needs to like...
If anyone can do it, it's Gymnast 86.
Yes, but... this is...
Mario Runner and Yal so close together now.
Yeah, but Yal is literally entering the last barrier right now. Like, the cutscene. But Mario is like too good for Jim to catch up again, I believe.
Gymnast still about a minute behind.
Yal would need to have a really bad G3 fight.
Gymnast faster third barrier, Gymnast faster first barrier. Mario Runners were so good, but Gymnast is he's just that little bit better, but he's not making up enough time. But there is still the entire Gearhim 3 fight, and it is not a very quick fight. On my screen, Mario and Yal have caught up to each other, like they are together.
Yeah, basically as well. I wish we had a timer on Mario's screen to just like know how far. I think Mario is a one.
Mario just jumped ahead.
One cycle ahead of Yal.
So they're not together, synchronizing. Be nice if Mario
I think
had
Mario is one cycle ahead of Yal.
Yes, I believe so. Yes. Mario one cycle ahead of Yal. Gymnast just now entering the fight. They are separated by Gearhim 3 cycles.
This is this is so crazy, honestly. This is I can't even commentate this match.
And for all we know, Mario's stream is delayed and he's way ahead or way behind. We don't know.
I don't even know. It's like literally we have to wait for the official. For everything what's going on here right now, we have to wait for the official confirmation when it is coming in chat.
Yeah, the urge to not look at race time. Mario Runner screwing up phase 2. Ooh, he's losing time here, bleeding time.
Mario is in phase 3.
Synchronizing, he's in phase 3 suddenly.
Synchronizing, yes, but Jim is in
phase 2.
Jim just entering phase 2.
Mario out of stamina. Yal has overtaken Mario as far as...
Not on my end, but sure.
Jim getting hit by Gearhim 3 as well.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I think Mario should have this. Not die to Girahim. Which I don't think he will. Sorry, this has to be because I missed it. Oh, wretched brat.
Okay, Jim.
I missed the wretched brat twice
no.
already. But
If Mario dies to Demise, but Mario is a fairy, dude.
yeah, like no. This Masters of Camouflage should have this in the bag.
Think about all of the time saves that they missed out on. Mario, definitely not with the greatest demise of his life, but he's not screwing it up. Come on, Jim, show us that 28-second demise.
No.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, Mario!
Oh my god, this is...
Mario, you can't do this to my heart!
Oh my god, whatever. If Mario does like not get the... If there's one mistake for Mario in like the second phase now, this is it. I think then Jim has caught up. This is, I believe, the closest race I have ever commentated.
Jim screwed up the fast strats. Mario not screwing it up. Demise goes flying back. Mario gets lightning.
It's lightning, and...
Y'all finished.
Y'all finished, and this is...
Is it...
GG for Mario.
Is the stream lying to us? Mario finished?
But let's take a look. What does the bot say? Yal has finished second place. GG's to Yal.
Mario or Jim? Who's coming up next?
What's the bot saying?
They're both finished on stream.
What's the bot saying? Hurry up, ZSR bot! Mario finished!
Finishes my point!
10:35. What was the other time?
2:10:48.
That's 13 seconds. That's, I believe, more than we thought it would be, honestly. But 13 seconds. This is huge. Let's get those runners in here right now. This is
my points.
This is.
You guys saw
guys, way to make this first match like exciting.
Yeah.
I saw Yell finish, kind of panicked. Then I finished, and then Jasnick's like, just as I like went over to make sure everything like for my stream was working, Jasnick said, "Wait, Jim finished too," and I was like, "What?" Oh gosh,
this was super exciting. We were.
I think the only checks we had left when we found Ruby Tablet were Owlin Crystals and Levias.
Oh, you guys also got late Ruby Tablet.
Yep.
Significantly later, I think, is the biggest deciding factor in this race. Yes, Jim may have done Betro 50 with 10 loose crystals.
Oh my
Nice.
10 loose. What?
But then again, I did Temple of Time Cube.
Was it 5 loose?
I mean, to be fair, Temple of Time Cube did have Colin's letter, and Academy was hinted Sots, even though that's just a caves key.
Yeah, I
Well,
was about
actually,
to do the
funny
laser
story.
trial until Jasnick's told me that there was a sword in Sandship. That was very clutch.
Yeah, funny story. Colin's letter had Neighbor's wisdom, which ended
Yeah,
when
we
Neighbor Trial
saw
had a
that.
sword. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was awesome.
I also don't know how I ended up ahead of Jim, considering I was super behind in the first
apparently, so from on our end we could see it. Apparently, the like after you beat the boss in Girahim 1 is way slower than Girahim 2 because he
because he
stops
looks
at
at
the
the
door.
door.
He looks at the door. The spring is a lot bigger than the sanctum with the flame thing.
Yeah.
So you were like 5 seconds behind him at the end of the Girahim fights, but you just made all that time back up in the spring.
Well, I think if we didn't rush if we did rush them at Summit, then Jim would have missed the hint for the sword and Sandship, I think.
Yeah, but that sword was not really...
Well, but you would have gotten that sword anyways.
Yeah.
Because
You
the
probably would
boss
have
key
found
was
it looking
after
for
the
Boston.
sword.
Yeah. You would have found it looking for Boston.
If Jim had done Tentaliscope, that also would have been huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys not?
Well,
I didn't
but-
because I didn't have a file really to do it with because I
So you
didn't
always-
make a file at the beginning of the run. I mean, with a 13-second time difference, you could really pin it on anything. Like,
Yeah, you could.
if I had kept the Hylian shield I dug up, then I would have saved 15 seconds or like something like that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
You
mean,
didn't get
in a
hit by
race
You
a
this
definitely
close,
save time in
In a race this
GP
close,
models.
there's no reason to like pick individual things and say, oh, but if this, but if this. I think we should ask about individual things like Jaznix. What about that sandship routing?
Okay, so the reason I did that standard routing was that since we knew something, the boss key had to be whip locked. I was thinking, well, there's a 1 in 7 chance that there's a 1 in 6 chance 1 in 7 chance that it's in Brig. Let's just not do Brig. Because I already knew boss key chest was dead. So I was like, let's just not do Brig, and then everything will be fine, right? And it turns out I just got unlucky.
Yeah,
he was
is that the
ahead,
new?
I considered that, but I ultimately decided against it.
I also wrote down to ask Mario about his sandship routing, but I think it was because he did Tentala skip while doing the generators, and I just missed that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I
your
also
routing was really
incorrectly put the sandship into the past, which made me fool around with a techno blins for like 45 seconds. So
weird. Yeah.
'cause I had
It's,
no arrows.
I mean, for the last good while of the race, it was just, can Gymnast make up like 3, 4, 5 minutes of time on Mario? And Yao,
think
too, but it was harder to tell with Yao because Yao still had to go get the hook beetle. So,
Yeah. I think one of the most clutch things that I did was I pulled up the scene flag sheet while doing Fire Node to determine that I didn't need the west minecart to do Tentala skip, because then that let me fly out at Desert Entrance and land in Ancient Harbor after making a Tentala skip file and just do Batwarp for it instead.
I just used my boom magic file.
I didn't
That-
make one. I haven't made a Bitmagic file in Rando in like 10 races.
It just happens to work out well for our routing because while I'm making the big magic file, Jim finds out if the sparring hall chest is useful. So
it's
Yeah.
also
So you
It's
can like
also,
jump over and get it.
really good for Sandship Skyview. I feel like with these dungeons
Uh-huh.
in particular, I definitely would have made one. Because it's useful in all three. You know, when Yao does map chest RBM and uses it for that.
I think I
Well,
failed
you
map
can-
chest RBM.
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't
not
see
sure
it.
if it's useful in FS, because FS has built-in LA Bitmagic.
That's true. But
that does. The more you know.
yeah, the first statue
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, so when you enter FS, if you're doing Bit, you just get the LA gates for free, which is what you use for most purposes.
Assuming you check the first statue, if you're like doing hook beetle skip or something, and you skip that statue somehow, then you won't have it.
It was.
But then you'd be DQing yourself anyway. So
B,
It was,
A, DQing yourself, and B, if you knew Boss Key was there, then you'd probably either A, have done the other RBMs already, or B, you got it like off a hint or something, and then you would just know that you needed Oriel and Pero RBM, which doesn't require Bitmagic anyway.
It was a pretty good race, honestly. Like, there were so many times where things switched near the end. Like,
Yeah, it was incredible.
there was a pretty big advantage for Jaznix and Mario when they found the
Well-
Ruby tablet, because when they found that, I think Jim had just started grabbing loose crystals for Petro 50. So
Yeah, we were like constantly like telling Jim, no, don't do this. Go to
You see,
ballot.
in our minds, I thought we were gonna lose because the root tablet was gonna be on like bat 5 or something. Because Betrow was never convenient for either of us to do because like
Wait, you haven't
was
done
at, like,
any
20
patrol before that?
yeah,
Yeah,
we
no,
hadn't
that
done
was-
any
yeah.
Control before that.
Oh, really?
yeah, because like
That's-
when I went
That's why I
near
was like,
Betrow-
oh, okay, it would be convenient if I just had all 50 crystals and didn't have to make multiple trips.
I
Not a
guess
patrol.
that's
That-
fair, but like
that and
fair
Din's
enough.
power. Like you checking Din's power too before doing that. Like
No,
neither
yeah, I
of
didn't
those
check
were
Din's
bad
power.
decisions. But
Well,
like,
yeah, especially because
us-
Ballad of the Goddess was on bat 50.
us in the commentators booth were, no Jim, please.
Yeah.
But, especially hearing you explain it, and, a lot of things that we were confused about on the restream, as is tradition, had pretty sensible explanations.
Yeah, like when I was getting
the
Emerald Tablet and going over to Sansi, I was like, oh, this is probably going to confuse the commentators. But I'm just kidding.
Right?
But that's not our problem.
No, that's our problem.
Yeah. Something else I realized is that getting the Temple of Time hint actually saved me, because even though I didn't actually get the sword from the trial, neither of us did. We still use that information to go mode Fire Sank, and if I hadn't go moded Fire Sank, I would have definitely lost.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame that with the way that Jaznix ended up routing Sandship, he found the sword anyways. I don't suppose if you had found the boss key in like the 4th chest, you would have immediately turned and left. Like, there's no reason not to check the 5th one when there's a sword in so few locations.
Yeah, I was gonna check. I was gonna check all the treasure room even if I found it, because in my head, having a sword in a trial is kind of still like, I still want to find the last sword. Because I would have to army my way.
Especially if it's a Nehru trial.
Like, shout out to that logic. Temple of Time Cube to get a goddess chest, to get Colin's letter, which is not a very quick quest, and then you have to go do a trial all to get a sword.
I'm pretty sure the trial RBM would be faster at that point, even though it's a Nehru trial.
Especially if you didn't have Hook Beetle already. Oh, you needed it anyway.
Yeah, I had to get mine after finishing Sandship, because I still didn't have it.
The end of this race is probably a real interesting watch back, just because all 3 of you were so close together for the ending, and just getting closer and closer up until right at the end, because you guys finished 13 seconds apart, and I believe Mario was about a minute and a half ahead entering Farron, so...
I'm not surprised. My horde and my demise was very sloppy.
Yeah, but just
especially your demise.
Also not having a shield.
It was so tense, because there were so many points during Skyview where it's like, Mario's so far ahead, and he's not playing bad, it's just... But Jim is... Like, I think we said it in just about every race I've calmed of these 2 teams, is we have the Winter Tournament champion, the SGL Tournament champion, and the #1 ranked on race time, and then Mario. Mario's not a bad player.
And then me.
He's just the odd one out. So, not a bad player, just the odd one out here, and...
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm like pulled off enough.
Like mid to high tier in a sea of like top tiers.
You won. You managed to do well enough to win, and you cost me 25,000 CSR points. Give them back.
You also, I don't know. You also cost, if we want to win, a delayed gratification of the end of this tournament, which will be relevant later.
Next match is this Friday, I believe.
Yeah, I think Friday.
Yeah, the Friday early this morning. Or this morning. Early Friday morning, yeah.
Friday at 6 a.m. Rise and shine.
Yeah, I actually did a lot of endgame practice this morning. I got up early and grinded Horde and Demise for 2 hours. And even though my Demise was kind of bad, my Horde was better because of it. My Stalfos was really clean.
Yeah, I said your Stalfos was clean, but the world in miniature, Jim came through and did it 1 spin attack faster.
True.
Everything you did was good, and it was just good enough. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would recommend.
Wow, what an unbalanced prediction! 196k to 21k.
Hey, you can't blame me.
No, I certainly can't. Just find it funny.
So that means that you guys are 1-1 throughout this tournament. And
yeah, exciting. Next match could be the all-deciding one.
Yeah. Depends on if Ruby Tablet is really out of the way for the runners.
It'll just be the starting tablet. Watch.
Yeah. Just let Ruby Tablet be the starting tablet. That's easy. That works.
I feel like it's been Amber Tablet way too often this turn.
I mean, it's a 1 in 3. Haven't felt it that much. The thing I thought was funny is the race time room, the little like words. It's Frantic Fi, and it was definitely frantic because there were no SOTS hints. I think
Yeah,
we
there
got
were
the
there. Yeah.
absolute bare minimum of 3.
We found 5.
5, really? Where were they?
Skyloft, Summit, Academy, Sky, and Sansi.
just
Probably one
Sansi
was on
stuff.
Shipyard. Probably one was on Shipyard.
I got Shipyard.
Oh,
though.
also Thunderhead Hintstone. I think that one had the
Yeah, we
same-
never did Thunderhead or Thrilldagger, so that could be it.
Earlder
Oh, yeah,
Ravenstone was the
Thrilldagger,
one that had
right.
the hint for the Sandship Sword.
Okay.
Either way, there were still not very many SOTS hints.
I also want to quickly mention how in Skyview earlier, like way when I was doing Skyview, someone rang the doorbell, and I was like, well, crap, do I stay here and continue racing and just ignore the doorbell, or do I open the door? So I ran down to open the door, came back, and then a Boko killed me. I had to run through Skyview again.
I didn't even realize that.
Can we also
Yeah,
talk
the-
about how Baron was completely blank, despite the fact that it was pretty early?
Yeah, Emerald Tablet was Sphere 1.
Yeah.
So
So
all of
Sansi-
Farron was
Wait,
Sphere 2.
how guys do you like? How much did you guys like this Sphere 1 Sensi?
That was, I mean, we were going to split it up
Like,
between
so
me
much,
and
but I
Jim.
didn't had
We were going to split up between me and Jim until Jim found the Emerald Tablet.
Yeah.
I mean, it had the beetle. So
Yep.
That's true.
Doing all of
I gotta
Sansi
go.
and turning up nothing was kind of brutal because
GG
Oh,
Jasnix.
GG's
Yeah.
J6.
GG's. Yeah, I gotta go. But yeah, GG's. That was a nice 13 seconds. Yeah,
GG's.
see. GG's. Good luck on game 2.
You too.
Well, that was a great race to kick off the grand finals. I want to say
Definitely.
I don't think we'll top that, but I do want to top that.
Yeah, I was about. It's getting hard
I
to
don't wanna
top that,
It's
honestly.
in my heart.
Hey, if you manage to do it, I'm not gonna say no to it.
Next time the difference will be 3 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right,
The
I'll
closest is
keep you
four.
to that
And
promise.
It's
I'll
the
keep you
difference
to
is
that
going to be
promise.
3 seconds between the second placers, but then everybody's going to finish within 2 minutes of each other, like every person, the first placer as well.
I think the closest is 4 seconds in an unofficial race. Or was it 1? Was that you, Yao, who asynced to see that Deer and KitKat did?
No, that was the 4-second one.
4 second one. What was my time with KitKat when he asynced when he sees? I don't know. There have been some ridiculously close finishes, and it's always great.
Remember when like the first match of the tourney happened, and it was like 45 seconds of difference between me and 64, and we said that we might not top that? Yeah, you're welcome. Delivered you another nail-biting finish.
Should have
I mean,
seen that coming.
nothing's gonna top 18 seconds in the relay race. That was insane.
In the 12-hour relay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was totally wild.
Mutually throwing in Boko base. How fun.
Neither of you guys did Dig Spot RBM, even though I
It's
asked
such an easy sub 5, and I threw it away. Anyway.
you. All right. Well, do we have any other comments about this race or next race or?
Let's go again.
Take the invisibility
Wow.
cloak off the Ruby Tab.
Salty comms. I want my points back.
Oh, don't worry, I'll try to get you some back.
Okay.
But you can do salty run comeback.
Oh yeah.
Salty I guess we'll call it salty comeback. It sounds so dumb, but I like it. You can do salty comeback on Friday.
I'll have to rewatch the end of that race and then maybe play a race myself. We'll see. Fun.
Yeah, you should do the spoiler log that you were gonna admit. Or wait, no, you wanted to do one today, but then you realized that since I'm in the match, I'm like 80% of the spoiler log players, so you couldn't.
Okay, so I guess that's everything for tonight. GG's on this very close race. So I guess the next game is scheduled now.
You gotta do that officially, but yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. Good luck for game 2 for both teams. And yeah, I guess we'll see that later. I'm checking Raid channel right now. Do you have any good ideas? I don't.
I don't think anyone in my following list is live.
I mean, there's JDLM doing 100%
I see
plus
Mario
for
and
Twilight
Jim,
Princess.
but well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't turn my stream off.
I also see this this guy called ZeldaSpeedRuns.
JDLM is doing 100% plus for Twilight Princess, although it is a no mic stream.
Yeah. I guess that will do it. So yeah. Thanks everyone, and yeah, see you later. Bye.
Hi. Thank you
Goodbye.
for the respawn.
Goodbye.
Thank you.